Got it. Hang on. Being recorded. Then I will turn it over to the town manager.
Good morning, everybody.
Linda.
Hi, Stuart. I was in before and then I got popped out. So hopefully it'll let me continue to be at this meeting. You all received the budget that I sent out with a packet. Just going to go over a couple things with it. In that budget, I have proposed a millage rate of 3.1695, which is the millage rate that we're using in this current year. As I explained previously, in with our millage rate, we cannot reduce it. We can, we can't increase it. We can only reduce it. I think with the numbers that I have, we can live with this millage rate. I think it might come down a little bit when we get to September, because I'll have new insurance rates and I'm hoping that I estimated a little bit high. I did get some of the state revenue estimates, and those were highlighted in red on the revenue sheet so that you could see which ones changed. The expenses increased a little bit because I got my actuarial report and the pension contribution was a little bit higher than I had anticipated. So those are the only changes that were made to the budget that we previously looked at. The few revenue adjustments and the pension contribution. I will tell you that yesterday I spoke with the chief and Brent, and both of them have received not good information. Brent's cost for some of the chemicals that he uses, the vendors got with him yesterday and told him the increases that they're anticipating. And I believe I can absorb those increases with the budget that's been proposed, along with the chief's, some of his vehicle, the supplies for the vehicle and some of the other materials that he uses, we're going to get increased costs too. I don't know exactly what they are at this point, but they are going to be a little bit higher than we're paying in this year. That being said, I believe that the budget that I have in front of you and the millage rate would be the way to go for the September meeting. And if I can reduce it, I will reduce it. But I don't want to put us in a place where I don't have enough money to operate the town and give the services that we're looking for.
Linda, the expenses going up, do you think that's temporary to some degree based on distribution and the availability of materials, or is it something beyond that?
No, I believe it's what's going on all over the country right now. All the costs are going up because the delay in the materials. I think that those will go down, but I don't think it'll be till later on into the year. So I think the early part of the year, the first 6 months or so, they'll see the increased costs, and then I think we'll gradually see a little bit of a reduction.
That's the million-dollar question, right? Is this a permanent increase in prices due to supply chain disruptions, or is it something that will continue on for some time? And who knows, right?
Right. We don't know. We'll just, we'll plug along as we are, and the costs, we'll hope that we can, that it's not going to increase the budget that much, that it's going to cause an issue. And we're okay with it. Sure, that's your hand.
Linda, I had a question.
Yes.
On the Florida Power and Light, maybe you've answered this once before, but why has it gone down so much? Is that something happening with
Florida
them?
Power and Light for where are we talking about?
It's the fourth thing down here. It looks like it's 175 is the proposed budget, and the actual in 20, I guess, was 257. If I'm looking at this correctly.
It's money that we received based on what the current FP&L bills are. So they have gone down, and our revenue from it goes down. So that's my estimate at this point. If I see that it's going to change, I can increase that before September. But at this point, based on how our revenues are from FP&L, that's my best guess for that.
Okay.
I can give you an example of the utility. My electric bill is down. So that affects not my town, but Hypoluxo. But our usage is down, and the rates are down a little bit for the utility too. So
yeah,
that's great.
It's not good for my revenue.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a wonderful thing for the utility. But the electric bills that have gone down affects my revenue.
Yeah. I mean, building permit number is a big number, obviously.
Always,
Yeah.
and we do an estimate of what we have heard from. We know the changeovers in houses where there's been sales and where the owners have contacted us and asked questions regarding what they have to do. So we base it on what we anticipate to happen in this year. So sometimes it does, every once in a while, something we anticipate doesn't come.
Right.
But that's my second largest revenue.
Right.
If you look, taxes are my first and building permits are my second. And they continue to.
It's going to continue. Right.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is gonna. It's not gonna be a year like 19, but I think we'll continue to increase. 19 was the
Well,
most.
I was looking at 19 and maybe, who knows, right?
Yeah, that we didn't anticipate that. We anticipated much
Is
less.
there anything you want to announce, Stuart, or?
Yeah, exactly. I have a big one coming out of the ground pretty soon, so.
Yeah, I know of 3 or 4 that are going to happen, that absolutely are going to happen, that it's not there yet. So,
Mhm.
They're gonna happen in the next couple of months. Yeah.
yeah, two on Lands End Road are going to happen during the year at some point, so that'll roll online next year.
We
Right.
got 3 or 4 on the ocean, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So I think that that's fair. I don't like to overestimate it
Right.
just in case, because it is such a big part of my revenue. But I think that the 575 for what we're anticipating building permits to happen is a fair guess for it for next year.
Right.
I think we're in good shape. I don't know of anything, I mean, with those changes, I think we're well within range. I like the thought of keeping the millage rate exactly where it is.
Mhm.
I'd actually prefer it once we know the numbers, which I anticipate may be a little bit lower for September. We may even contemplate taking that down just a touch,
Mhm.
but let's wait and see what happens when we have all the numbers.
Yep.
But I'm totally comfortable with the millage rate where it is.
Okay, and you do have that option in September to reduce it some, and we've done that in the past where we can bring it down just a scotch because the final numbers come in a little bit less than what we're anticipating. So I'll certainly make sure that when we get to September, if I can reduce it, I'll reduce it a little bit.
But we're having, I was looking at my calendar, you talked about September. Our meeting is what, the 28th? Is that, if I recall?
Right, we have it we have the 17th. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, and then the 28th. We have 2 meetings in September.
Well,
Both are-
17th and the 28th.
Yep, those are our 2. And that's one of the things we'll do tomorrow is we announce those meetings. We announce the tentative millage rate and that goes to the county. And then the notices go out for your taxes. And then in September, we adopt the final one. First hearing and second. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any more? Ladies? Anybody? If not, that's really all we need. I just needed to make sure you were good with at tomorrow's meeting, recommending millage rate and the dates of the meetings. So if you're all good with it, that's what we'll go with tomorrow.
Fantastic. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow you'll see
Yeah,
us
In person.
in person. Mayor, will you be back tomorrow?
Yeah, I fly back this afternoon, so I'm there. I should be, hopefully I'll be back at 6 o'clock.